Hey, what's up everybody? Craig the Heavy Metal Geek joining you again, and tonight I've got a different kind of unboxing video for you. Basically, it's almost like a monthly subscription box, but not quite, because I didn't order it online, and it's not something that you could actually subscribe to. A few days ago, upon running to Walmart, I grabbed a bunch of different things that I did find. I did grab some collectibles and whatnot, and FYI, I will be doing another video to showcase basically what I did find as far as everything else goes. But tonight we're just going to be doing this. But I walked into the gaming aisle, and I looked down and saw something a little different. It was something basically in the shape of a Super Nintendo system, so I almost got really excited because I thought it was one of those SNES Classic mini systems. But of course, you know, my luck it wasn't, because it is Walmart and I didn't know if they were going to be actually selling those or not. But bottom line, I did pick it up, and what it is, it's basically it's a mystery box, so to speak. It is a really cool looking box. As you can see, it is in the exact shape and design of the Super Nintendo. I mean, they actually went all out on this box. I mean, the entire thing looks like the Super Nintendo system, which is really freaking cool. You got your back ports there for your power and everything. And of course, you got your front where your controllers would go. Your top, the Super Nintendo, and you got your basically your power and eject button, or reset button, and your eject button right there, and where your cartridge would go right there. I mean, they went all out. Even the bottom of this box, they even did all up for you guys. But I did look around on this box and noticed that it was basically made by Culturefly. And if you're not aware of Culturefly, they do a few different subscription boxes, quarterly boxes. Like, I'm sure a lot of you are aware of the Nick box. That's made by Culturefly. They do that newer one, which is I think it's America's Finest. They recently had the Batman box, and they got a few others like the Pusheen box. I know they do a Supernatural box, a Despicable Me box, etc., etc. So I did pick this up, and if it's by Culturefly, it's basically got to be a decent box. Now, I already do know what's in here because there was a little card on here that told you what the contents of this box were. But I did take that off because I wanted it to be a surprise for you guys. So, if you are interested in picking this box up, like I said, I did find this at Walmart. And the price on this was, I believe it was like $29 or $30, which it's not too bad, but for the pretty cool exclusives that are in here, it's, in my opinion, it's well worth it. But without further ado, I'm going to get into this, and I'm going to show you guys what does come in this box. Okay, and the first thing is this little card here by Culturefly. And I guess if you give feedback on a little survey, you can actually get 50% off your first purchase from Culturefly. So, okay, so I guess it's just on the regular store. It says exclude subscription boxes, which is, you know, kind of a bummer. It would be awesome if you can actually get one of the subscription boxes with that. But overall, I mean, if they have some cool items in their store, you got 50% off there. But let's take out the first item and show you what we got here. The first thing we have, and I will open this up to let you see, it's basically a plush toy. And it's pretty cute. It's in the shape of the Nintendo controller. And everything in here is licensed by Nintendo, of course, and Culturefly. But you've got the Nintendo controller little plushie toy. So if you're into plushies, you know, this would be something that you would really like. It's, you know, about the same size as the actual controller. And once again, they went all out and they made the bottom even look like the bottom of the controller. So that is really cool. So we've got the little controller. Next item we have in here, and this is the one item, they did say there was going to be one exclusive in here that they actually didn't divulge what it was. And I'm imagining this is what it is, because I didn't see this advertised on the front of the box. But we've got a Super Nintendo enamel pin, and it is of the, just like the plushie, of the actual Nintendo controller. Not the Super Nintendo controller, but the actual original NES controller. So you got that. And it is double-backed, which is really nice. And overall, it's a really decent, it's a nice thick pin. So if you're a pin collector, you'll actually really enjoy that. A pin collector and a Nintendo fan. Sorry, it's one of those nights I can't even think of what I'm going to say. So, but we've got the NES controller enamel pin. Next item we have is a collectible commemorative coin for Nintendo. I'm actually going to take this out, and it does have some really good weight to it, which is really nice. I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to show you guys what the back of this looks like. It is a real coin. It is nice and heavy, but on the front there, it says Nintendo console box with the number 1. And on the back there, we've got the control pad from the controller. It is a bronze color, and like I said, it is pretty thick, and it is a heavy-duty coin. So, again, if you're a Nintendo fan, and you actually like to collect coins, that'll be right up your alley. So we've got that. Next item we have in here is, I'm not too big of a fan of these. I mean, some of them are pretty cool, but I really don't use them a lot. But we've got one of those little journals here, and of course this one is in the style of the original Game Boy. You got your screen, your directional pad there, your A and B, your start, your reset. And let's see what the inside of, I mean, probably just your normal, everyday, basic looking journal. But we'll take a look and see what the inside looks like. Okay, well, that is not your typical journal. It's actually got grid lines in there, so, I mean, I don't know what you could do with that. I mean, you could draw in there, or you could still write in there, but kind of odd that they would have the grid line paper in there, so. And it doesn't say Nintendo on it or anything, it's just your normal, just paper. And, of course, on the back it says Game Boy. So we've got our journal. Okay, the next item we have is actually a pretty cool item. It is this right here, and what these are, besides being in the shape of a Nintendo game, these are actually coasters. And let's see here, where did I put my knife? Open this up, see if maybe these are all the Super Mario Brothers, or if they're actually different games on these. See if I can do this without completely tearing into it. These are actually really nice looking coasters. Of course, they're really big, so you can put a decent sized glass on it. But it comes in this, comes in the little case there, just like the original Nintendo games. And yeah, they are all different. We have here the Super Mario Brothers, and they are cork backed, so they're pretty decent. I don't know if I would actually use these because the front is just normal cardboard, so I don't know if maybe condensation from your cup would ruin that, but I mean, overall design, that is really cool. So we got Super Mario Brothers. We've got Super Mario Brothers 3 coaster. From the original system, we have the Duck Hunt game, the one that you had to have that little gun and shoot the ducks, with that annoying little dog that laughed at you every time you missed it. But we got Duck Hunt, And the last one, which is one of my favorite games from the original system, but Metroid. And that was a really fun game to play. I remember playing that all the time. That and the Super Mario Brothers was always my favorite two games. But we've got those coasters. And I just think that's just a really neat way for them to display your coasters in there in this Nintendo case here. So that is really cool. I mean, if you had this on your shelf, somebody would actually probably think that was an actual game. So that is really cool. Alright, and the next item we have in here is in this white box. It's pretty heavy, so pretty sure that everybody can guess what it is. But we've got here one of those heat-changing mugs. And of course it is in the style of the Game Boy system. So basically whenever you put a hot liquid in here, the screen on here will change to green. It'll have basically a picture of one of the original Game Boy games on there. So that is pretty cool. And let's see here. And that's the only bad thing I hate about these heat-changing cups is that they are hand wash only. I mean, I really don't mind hand washing every once in a while, but most of the time I'm pretty lazy and I just want to throw it into a dishwasher. So, but for those of you who don't mind hand washing it, you have your heat change Game Boy coffee mug there. And we do have one more item in here. So overall, for $30, it's not a bad value. You get everything in here that's all exclusive. And this one was advertised as a console backpack. Super Nintendo console backpack. It is pretty small, so there's not much you could put in here. I mean, I guess you can maybe... It would fit the console in there. So, like if you bought that new SNES Classic, you can put that in here with the cords and the cables and everything. For ladies out there, I guess you can use this as a purse. But it's your typical backpack, just a lot miniaturized. You got your front pocket here. Just your typical front pocket. And you do have your double zippered back pocket. And yeah, I guess you could use this for, like, if you do have the original console. The back is padded, so that would protect the console. Or if you have a tablet or, you know, one of those smaller laptops, this would be good to use in that. But the back is pretty thickly padded, so that's not too bad. But like I said, as you can see, it is also in the design of the Super Nintendo system. Your eject button, you got your power button, your reset button, and you got pretty decent looking straps on there. They are padded. And on the back here, it does say Super Nintendo Super NES Control Deck, built by Culturefly. And of course, it is an officially licensed product, which everything in this box has been officially licensed, of course. So, just to recap, everything that you do get in this box, if you are interested in getting it, like I said, it's not a regular monthly subscription box, but I will put in the description below the price point that it is and the fact that you can find it at Walmart. So, if you get lucky enough to go to Walmart, look in your gaming area, I found it over by, like, all the amiibo items, the extra controllers for the different systems, different items like that. That's exactly where this box was, on the bottom of the shelf. So, but you get the Super Nintendo mini backpack. You get the set of 4 Nintendo classic game coasters in this really cool old gaming case. You've got your little mini Game Boy journal. Got your collectible coin here. Your classic NES controller enamel pin. And again, it is double backed. And finally, the classic NES controller plushie toy. So if you ever get bored, you can just sit there and you can just pretend you're playing your Nintendo system. But that is everything that you get in this box. Once again, I do appreciate everybody watching my video. As always, if you're not a subscriber, remember to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little picture of the bell, and that way you'll always get updates of whenever I do post new videos. Show me some love. Hit the little thumbs up. Give me a like out there. And also, leave me a comment below and basically tell me what you guys thought of this box and everything that came in it. But, until next time, I hope everybody has a kick-ass night. And once again, thanks again for watching.